that case, I guess I'm just gonna have to use desktop audio for now. OBS is such a program. Anyway, this is Pokemon Emerald Seaglass. So this is a relatively new hack. I think it's been out for about a year. But obviously, like, Pokemon Sapphire is the first game I ever played, or at least that I can ever remember playing, so I thought this was a good place to start. You know, I'm going through all of these. I'm just gonna go with that one anyway. But anyway, yeah, I've got some more spare time now, so I figured I'd just go with something casual in between all the fighting game stuff, and I've loved Pokemon for a long time. So this hack obviously, like, takes after the Game Boy Color era, so Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. I love how the sprites for, like, the newer Pokemon look in this one. Also from the models to the boy or girl. Oh. Alright, I just for buy now, so I accidentally hit B. I've tried to go into this pretty much blind, aside from the fact that I know they included some newer Pokemon in this one, but I don't know if they've changed, like, the gym leaders, teams, or what the Pokemon that are available or anything like that. But it's like, yeah, you get off and there's immediately this really impressive sprite work. It's like not an exact match to like the Game Boy Color games, which is pretty neat. It's kind of its own thing. So what is it now? 3? That seems close enough. Oh, okay, that's neat. So we've got all sorts of custom options here. You know what, I'll go with hard mode. I've played, like, the original probably 10, 15 times already. Oh, that's really funny to be in there right at the start. I guess that's it then. Just in the meantime, as for, like, what else I've been up to. A lot of you probably, like, follow me for fighting game stuff, and you know about Frosty Fausting's coming up. So I'm gonna be going. I did finally figure out some arrangements. I'm gonna be working more closely with 956 Productions, the formerly Animivo, the side games. So I'm gonna be pretty involved in that. I'm probably just going to be running Cyberbots this time. We'll see what happens. Really excited to, like, travel for an event again, just because it's like there are so many games, right, that you know, I can't really play locally. There's just not a scene for it. Even stuff like Vampire Savior, we don't really have any VSAT players locally. It's just me and, like, Wavy MR. But at Frosty, you got people playing, like, Sailor Moon, Asuka 120%, all sorts of stuff. So it's a very good time. Now, I've played this game so many times. Trigo is my favorite. I kind of want to go with Torchic this time. I just feel like that's gonna, you know, change things up a bit. Everyone picks Mudkip because they're the best, obviously. I'm curious if they've like changed the game at all to kind of accommodate for like Torchic and fire types in general. Because the game was obviously really water heavy in the back half. That's, you know, that's a meme, right? But it's also true. There's a lot of like neat Pokemon in this game that you like can't really use in the later half. Like any, you know, Numel, Slugma, most of the rock types like the Geodude line you can't really use late into the game. Oh. Oh, they got following too. That's awesome. I love my little guy. I think you get running shoes when you come back from like visiting your rival all the way up there, right? Oh, okay, you got running to start with. That's nice. And every time there's like a little pause, I take in how good the sprite work in this hack is. Really impressive. People are doing just awesome things with the GBA games here. Oh, also her started the same level as us. Neat. I guess they do like scale things up for the big battles. Okay, free. Honestly, I had a lot of trouble figuring out like what days would be the best for me to stream. Just because it's like everyone, there are people I know streaming like all 7 days of the week, and I already got back to the lab going on Tuesdays, And I usually go to my local on Wednesdays, so that pretty much left Monday, Thursday. I figure Friday, Saturday I'll probably have other things to do. Okay, so now we finally get Pokeballs and we can catch stuff. I don't really have any like gimmick run idea in mind, I just want to go through it. The fact that there's a hard mode is promising though. Oh, there's like a cut tree here. Alright, well I guess I know to come back for that. Oh, okay. Dexnav, that's from the remakes, right? That's from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I should probably get to somewhere that has grass. Okay, so you can only search for Pokemon you've already seen. I can see Zigzagoon and see if it gets like... Usually if you search for stuff... Oh. Right. Pickup is always a really nice ability to have. So... I'll pick up a little guy. Oh, sorry, I forgot I muted my mic for a second to drink. I was gonna say, this is probably a pretty good way to like experience the Hoenn region if you're not like a fan of the original games necessarily. Like if you don't like the mechanics or the look of it necessarily. Gen 3 is in kind of a weird spot when it comes to the mechanics, right? It's not as old as Red and Blue or Gold and Silver, but it doesn't have a lot of stuff you'd come to expect. Physical Special Split was a huge change in Gen 4. I used to be pretty into like Smogon formats through Gen like 4 to 6-ish. Like, I know Megas was the point where a lot of people fell off, but I thought Megas were fine. I think it was like Z moves and, you know, some of the ongoing power creep, exclusive moves and abilities that seemed really silly. Also, Hoppip's neat. I'm gonna catch Hoppip. Love these guys. I'm wondering if this game has like the modern EXP share or not. It probably does, right? And if they gave Hoppip moves, okay, they did give it Absorb instead of just Splash. That's cool. I'm gonna try that one more time and then I'll probably just move on. There we go. I'm kind of iffy on like the remakes, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but I think the Dex Nav was a really damn. I thought the Dex Nav was a really good addition because they kind of gave them a way to like add newer Pokemon that wouldn't otherwise break the game or change the experience too much. But you got to catch them just before the Elite Four, so if you wanted to make like a last-minute upgrade, you could. And I don't know, I feel like no one has done it quite like Pokemon. Like they have a winning formula, and a lot of these other sort of creature catcher games aren't quite living up to it, but it's, they're really big boots to fill, I guess. I did pick up Cassette Beasts, though. I've been meaning to check that one out because I heard good things about it. Yeah, I love that you can just have your boy following you around. I gotta say the new game though, ZA is like, I don't know if I want to get it or not, to be honest. It looks alright. I did kind of assume that it was only on Switch 2 though. Apparently it is coming to Switch 1, so I might have to think about it. Do I have... Okay, I do have two Pokeballs. I could probably get this. Do I go for another one? I'll probably just see if it, that's probably gonna kill if it gets a crit. Alright, we're good. I should probably give the other guys a little bit of training here. I guess we don't actually have the EXP share yet, so I'll just have to switch them out, but it's fine. Okay, yeah, I need to switch out here. The game looks like it's a little loud compared to me. I'm going to turn it down a tiny bit more. Oh, shit, Hypnosis. That kind of sucks. I can't believe that hit again. Damn. Alright. But yeah, I've been thinking about what else I want to do besides fighting games on the channel. A friend gave me a list of like shmups to try out, so I might do that, just kind of casually play through them. You know, credit feed a little bit if I have to. But I don't know if I have it in me to like 1cc, any of the big ones. I tried learning to 1cc Armored Warrior, the Capcom beat 'em up that like preceded Cyberbots. That game's really cool too. I guess I could stream my 1cc attempts of that. I got pretty cleanly through like the first 2 stages. It was the third that I had a lot of trouble with. Metal Slug, yeah. Yeah, Tommy, sometimes when I'm at locals and it's slow, I'll just put on Metal Slug and have fun with it. So far I've got through it in like, you know, a few credits, maybe like 4 to 5, but I'm sure if I sat down and like tried to learn it, I could do it after a while. I think the thing that's tricky with Metal Slug, at least for me, is like sometimes the aiming is a little difficult if you got someone like diagonally above you, but that's part of the design, right? You gotta choose where you're firing from. Armored Warriors, like, yeah. I think like the last couple levels I'd probably tap out at, even if I could learn the rest of them. I think it's like 6 or 7 levels. And the final boss just seems like crazy impossible unless you like, you know, to do without dying a bunch of times. Especially in the second phase of the final boss of that game, there are just so many lasers and shit going on the screen. I wonder if these sprites are all original, because I don't think this looks like any specific sprite from Gold or Silver. Or if it's just the Gen 3 Pokemon that got their own sprites. Yeah, like the style match is totally there, but poses look a little different. Maybe they like redid some of them. Also, I think they like shuffled all the other guys started towards the end here. Yeah, the Sparrow I'm pretty sure is 1-to-1. These might all just be 1-to-1 Gold or Silver sprites, but those are pretty good sprites, so can't complain. You got Hoot and Ladybug all the way down here. I think the only hacks I played in... Oh, hold on. I accidentally clicked on something. I think the only hacks I played in recent memory are like this and Pokemon Fool's Gold, which is a little more ambitious. They basically change up the typings of every single Pokemon, and that means they all have new sprites. Very cool hack, though, definitely worth checking out. Alright, I should switch out here. Anyone I follow who does sprite art, as far as I'm concerned, is a fucking wizard. So like being able to match the style of something like Gen 2 Pokemon is really impressive. I feel like Pokemon sprites had to be pretty compact for like how the battle screen was laid out too. Alright, who else can I kind of train here? Okay, I'm probably gonna have to switch out after this. it's cutting it pretty close. But yeah, I figure like 2.5, 3 hours-ish for Pokemon means I'll have a bunch of streams to get through it. Not necessarily like speedrunning this, but you know, obviously Sapphire is like one of my favorite games, so it's probably not going to take too long. I don't know if they've added any new areas or stuff like that. I hope they have. A little animation when your mom beats something is also really cool. But this early in the game, there's like not any water types or ground types or anything for Hop-Up to train really easily on, but switching out is probably fine. Oh, it's one of these. I think I have time for entering all this. That's neat, though. Okay, cool. I did remember to heal. I may be stupid. That's very true, Blast Harbor. I think what's funny is, like, I went a while without knowing what Bellsprout was, because I got Fire Red, and I'm pretty sure they made Oddish Fire Red exclusive and Bellsprout Leaf Green exclusive. Then my first time running into them was, like, I think you can get a Shadow Weepinbell in Pokemon XD. Okay, that's a gym. Some of these buildings look really different. Okay, well this is new. I don't have any badges here though, so that's not going to be much help to me. Okay, they've got these from, I want to say, Sword and Shield. And oh, I guess they want me to go inside the gym anyway, right? Did they change this up at all? Because I remember reading that apparently when they were designing Ruby and Sapphire, they originally wanted Wally to get a Ponyta instead of Ralts. I think maybe at that point they like hadn't come up with all the new Pokemon yet. Okay, they skipped the whole the whole fake battle cutscene. That's funny. Kind of leaves it a mystery as to whether they changed it or not. It's probably still the same Ralts though. Yeah, so I tried to go into Seaglass more or less blind. The only things I know about it are that it's got this, like, you know, the Game Boy Color inspired art style, and there's a lot more Pokemon. There's like something like 400, so they've got some of like the evolutions. Like you can catch Roserade and Gallade in this, but that's about all I know. But like the layout so far is pretty much the same. It's a pretty straightforward enhancement hack. Which, I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm not like super deep into the ROM hacks. I know just stuff like I was talking about Fool's Gold earlier, which is a nice one to check up. Yeah, they're really like, I want to say high res, but that's not the right term for it. The really like detailed music compared to the sprite style is kind of funny. There are a lot of games that are like that. You know, there's like the SNES MSU1 chip, or a lot of PlayStation ports of games would have like really good music. But even these backgrounds are really detailed compared to the actual sprites. Okay, yeah, we definitely got the EXP share. But on the plus side, that means there's no real need for grinding, right? Yeah, did I miss anything? I think I skipped past this guy to go straight for the Fisher. I know there was a prompt for like entering a hard mode at the start of the game that said it would scale up the trainer levels. It's not really apparent yet, but I guess we'll see how well they implemented that. Yeah. I love CDOT. That's another one where like I got Sapphire growing up, so I couldn't actually get this guy myself, but I like him. I wonder if it would have been possible for them to like make the music sound like a Game Boy or Game Boy Color. Well, I should pick up these berries. That seems like enough health to go into this. Hopefully this thing is not going to kill me first. Well, at the very least, we've got a couple grass types for going into the first gym once that comes up. I can probably give Zigzagoon some love. Do I have anything that shows up here? Okay. Yeah, Blast, like I was saying, Pokemon just get so many things right, so it's like all the vanilla games are still really good. I think at one point I got really into like Nuzlocke runs, and I did a Nuzlocke of, you know, one of each game throughout the gens. Probably speed this up. But even Nuzlocks are like, if you can get the right one or two Pokemon in early game, you're probably set. But it's interesting going into one of these like blind to see in case they added any new areas or whatever. The thing that makes it weird to go back and play a lot of these games, though, is I'm so used to playing them sped up, to be honest. And that's like a skill issue, right? But I feel like other people have to feel the same way if you've played it on an emulator for so long. That's why I thought it would be a pretty easy game to stream, right? Because then I can check on the chat and not really like lose what I'm doing here. But they did actually have the option for you to like disable using items mid-battle, which is, I thought was pretty funny. And you know, they're talking only about like using items from your bag. You can still use held items, obviously. Oh, cool. They got like something. They got something that actually makes sense for their team. Neat. Oh, that's a lot more damage than I thought that would do. Yeah, Tommy. What's funny is like, I never even had a problem with like the third game thing because I got platinum. And I love platinum, obviously, but I guess I never thought to get emerald because I already had fire red and Coliseum and XD. Also, Wilmer is going to kill me. I don't know. I don't know how fast it is because it outsped Zigzagoon and Hoppip. The Sparrow is probably going to be faster than it, right? I guess worst case is it runs through like another 2 party members, and then I get to kill it. Okay, yeah, it's somehow faster than Sparrow. Glad that something that can unite all Pokemon players is hitting rollout. Okay, that time it misses. Cool. I'd like to give a special thanks to Bellsprout for saving this run. And I'm probably going to run back to the Pokemon Center just because, you know, not having all my guys is kind of annoying. And there's probably like 2 or 3 unavoidable trainers on that second half of the route. Man, imagine a time where you could find used GBA games for cheap. But yeah, it did exist. Of course, nowadays all the Pokemon games are going for like $180, $200. I think as long as you're being honest and, you know, not overpricing them, I am pro reproductions. I'm just gonna put that out there. Flashcards too, I guess. Honestly, pretty lucky to like own as many of the games as I do. Kind of want to catch Pichu. Yeah, exactly. As long as you're upfront that it's a repro, then it's totally fine. Probably should have picked up a couple extra balls, but we can probably, we're probably not going to find anything new on the upper half of this route, so. That's already a full party. To give this anything different, okay, looks pretty normal. I would like that some of these mons have really good abilities out the gate. I mean, Technician is really useful here. Adaptability goes kind of crazy. I guess that's why it just destroyed Wilmer so quickly. Might as well catch this thing. I don't know if this game does any like bonuses for Pokédex completion. I always thought that was a cool feature in the originals. And I feel like it's kind of unfortunate that they dropped that angle. Like, I understand that it was kind of annoying that it was required to, like, get Flash and stuff that you needed, but I thought it was cool that the game rewarded you for actually catching Pokemon besides just having more guys on your team. Actually, I guess Scarlet and Violet did bring that back. Hey. I guess that's true. I just mean on like the casual level, if you're getting little rewards for catching like 10, 20, 50 Pokemon, I think that's a cool thing to put in the game. But I feel like after like Red and Blue, they kind of dropped that from the series. Up until like, they brought those back, like I said, in Scarlet and Violet, which was a cool feature. I think the main thing is like, they just give you so many items. They give you so many items that it almost, like, it feels like too much, you know? Like, when you start out, I think you get, like, 20 Pokeballs now instead of 5. And they'll give you, like, you know, you catch 20 Pokemon, you'll get, like, 10 Great Balls. You catch 50, you'll get, like, 10 Ultra Balls and 20 Great Balls or something like that. You just get so many. But yeah, I'm honestly not a hater for the new games. Like, I think they're alright. I think Scarlet and Violet like realized some of the things they wanted to with those games. I'm kind of iffy on like the art style of it though. I feel like, you know, the models are solid, but the textures are still in this weird space. They kind of tried to like make them more detailed, like give them realistic fur or metal textures or whatever, but it just doesn't quite come together. Yeah, Fire Red and Leaf Green made the funny decision of also gating a couple of the evolutions, right? Like you couldn't get Crobat until you like was it saw every Pokemon, so you could unlock like the National Pokédex. I guess they were just interested in keeping it like as close to the originals as they could, but you know. Oh right, I think it was in Diamond and Pearl, where you had to like see every Pokemon in order to like unlock the post game, and that gave me trouble for a while. I think I was missing like 1 or 2 Pokemon, and it was like one of them was Finneon, right? I had no idea what Finneon was. I saw like a blank spot in my decks between like Lumineon and I don't know what came before it, like Mantine or something, and I was like, what could possibly be there, right? Because I just hadn't like battled every trainer on like Route 219 or whatever is leading up to like the league. So I just missed that one random Pokemon. I had to like look up a guide and get the good rod and whatever. You could like specifically catch it with the good rod in some areas, and that was about it. Okay, nature mints. I feel like in a single player game that's not like super important to have at this point, but you know, it's neat for people who care about it. Yeah, that Drifloon situation seems really annoying to have to go through. Man, they made some of these Pokemon really weirdly hard to find. Like with Munchlax, there was just no way you were getting Munchlax in a casual playthrough unless you were insanely lucky. Makes it even funnier that your rival ends up catching one. Yes, Mr. Taco, you caught me. I'm playing something that's not a fighting game for once. I figured I've got the free time. I might as well stream something casual. Do I even have... I'm out of Pokeballs. I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, my experience with honey trees is always like Burmy, Combi, Wurmple. That's about it. Not even like Apom or something cool. It was always those three. I fat-fingered my name because I'm playing this on DualShock 4, and those buttons are tiny for my hand. I really got to get one of those Saturn pads. I just want to make sure I get the right one. Yeah, I think in general having timed events is fine. I like the berries in this in Gen 4 a lot. I think I wrote up some nerdy thing on like my co-host account when that was still around about like how fun like the berries were an addition. Because they were, you know, they were a part of the natural world of Pokemon, right? They existed for a reason in the games. And it gave them the excuse to make like the contests to build them around that. So you've got the in-battle use for the berries, you've got the contests. It's like part of the game that makes sense. And they kind of gave up on that going to like Black and White onward. They were like, well, you can't grow berries anywhere. We're just gonna, you know, give up on that. Very funny choice for the sprite there. Pretty sure that's a snowboarder from Gold and Silver. I can't get over the fact that your Pokemon pop off whenever they like beat something. That's really good. Oh right, I totally forgot about the berry farm area. Was that only X and Y, or? I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I remember finding that a lot of fun. That's kind of the funny thing with the games, right? Is they'll introduce like a fun mechanic like that, and then the next game it's gone for no real reason. You know what? I'm just gonna let it rock. I'm gonna see how much damage that does. And they gave Bellsprout a really good ability in this game. Yeah, that would not be doing nearly as much damage otherwise. Got our first double battle. Let me make sure Zigzagoon doesn't die instantly. Hi, Osman. Yeah, I'm playing Pokemon. Not fighting games, for once. Although there is always a chance I stream Pokemon Close Combat at some point. I'm afraid of that game, because I know it's made in like Fighter Maker 2000 or whatever. And so the net code's not going to be good. But the actual game, pretty sweet. How much else is there here? Oh yeah, type wild. It's cool. Like the sprites for that are pretty good. I feel like the gameplay's all right. I feel like I keep coming back to this, right? But one of my like, I guess, unifying theories of fighting games is that if a game doesn't have combos, it's really hard to like make the characters stand out. I think like you've got like damage and positioning and even like potentially resources to consider when you're designing combos and stuff, right? So Type Wild didn't feel like it really had much in the way of combos, and then like the mechanics in neutral didn't really feel super interesting to me, but it's still worth trying out at least, because like you've got assists and you get to see all sorts of Pokemon like animated on the screen, which is really nice. I like the roster for it's pretty interesting. You got like standard stuff, like I'm pretty sure Blaziken and Gardevoir are there, but you also got like Gengar and Snorlax, which are pretty cool picks, I think, for a fighting game. And like, you know, not every fighting game is going to be a serious competitive grind. I just think like, you know, you play through the arcade mode and then it's like, well, there's not so much to explore, I guess. Yeah, I've heard about how hard Fighter Maker is to work with from friend of the server and channel Andrea Jens, developer of Motion Sickness, Schwarzblitz, and now Exploding Judo Federation, which I think is coming out next week on Steam. Or is, I guess, exiting early access or something like that. I need to check out that game, honestly. I'm literally looking it up right now. Okay, it is coming out next month. I totally misread that, but it's planned to release October 23rd. So, you know, that gives you something to look forward to next month. I'm sure there are no other games coming out next month that people would be anticipating, right? Now that Silksong's out of the way. I wonder if I could sweep the gym at this point. Well, that's awesome to hear. I don't think I've, like, helped test any games in recent memory. The one game I did, like, get involved in a playtest with, funny enough, was Icon's Combat Arena. I don't know if that name is familiar to anyone. If it's not, I don't blame you. You might have heard of Rushdown Revolt, though, and that was that game until it wasn't. Also, dude, I love Aron. Probably one of my favorite, like, evolution lines. Kind of crazy to see one this early, though, but I guess that, you know, makes the gym a little harder than, like, all Geodudes and stuff that you can just mash grass moves against. Yeah, so Rushdown Revolt is, you know, they're using Icon's assets to make a game that, like, feels a lot better to play. Icons was a pretty by-the-numbers, like, you know, Melee clone. Some of the developers on what was called Wave Dash Games, you know, iRoll, etc., were involved in... Which I don't know if I want Poison Powder yet. Probably not going to use Synthesis. Anyway, the team Wave Dash, who created Icons, was comprised of some former Project M devs. And you'd think that would lead them to making a good game, but you know, I guess there was some internal conflict as to how to go forward with the different characters and stuff. And some of the characters were really blatant. Like, there was a trailer for the Icons at EVO, I want to say like 2020 or something. It was a while ago. But there was a trailer for the game at EVO, and everyone, like, was groaning about how obviously they had, like, a guy who was a stand-in for Fox and a guy who was a stand-in for Marth. I think some of the characters were neat, though. Their take on Ganon was pretty nice. There was this one, like, duo character called Afi and Galu, which were, like, these little sort of, you know, tiki guys. And you could, like, swap between them, and one of them would, like, remain dormant on the stage while you were controlling the other. So it was kind of different from, like, Ice Climbers or even Rosalina. I'm trying to think of, like, who you could compare that to, and they were really unique, honestly. So I had a lot of fun with that game. Like, I thought it could have been something, but I guess things didn't go as they were planning. They got up to like 7 characters or something before kind of shelving the game. I remember getting pretty far in like a bracket at the big house. I forget which year it was. I think it was pre-COVID. I'm pretty sure it was like 2019. And there were good players there. There were people, like, experienced PM players. Like, I think I lost to Junebug to get eliminated in like a very close set. But yeah, it was crazy seeing how much they leaned into, like, it being Melee references. Like, the dude they had as a stand-in for Fox was named Kid. He was a goat. I feel like you know, it writes itself, right? I just can't imagine a fighting game, like, putting in a character that's, you know, like a referential nod to, like, Justin Wong or Daigo or whatever, right? If they're gonna rip off something, they're gonna rip off anime. I never actually put any time into Rushdown Revolt, though. I think I have it on Steam, so, you know, maybe I'll visit that at some point. I used to play a lot of Smash, but I don't really play anymore, because, like, Melee is hard. I don't like Smash Ultimate that much, or I guess the characters I like are all, like, the low tiers. like, you know, I can play like Ultimate K. Rool or Bowser, but I'm not gonna have fun. I could fuck with doubles in that game, but people seem to like not like doubles in Ultimate. I don't know if it's a cultural thing or if the game is just like not really that fun in doubles. I feel like part of it is people saw like Squad Strike was added and they were like, okay, well we gotta focus on this, right? I think Pichu's got like some moves, right? We got Thunder Shock, that's pretty much all I need. I think generally I enjoy like all the Smash games, and you know I've played like I'll sit down and play Ultimate if I'm at an event and it happens to be there, but I haven't gone to locals for it in a while. You know, I love 64. I even fuck with Brawl a bit, to be honest with you, and it's not even like just the top tiers. Like I play DDD obviously. But I also like, you know, Wario in that game, Kirby, Wolf. Even the low tiers, honestly. Bowser's kind of fun in that game, if you believe it. We actually have a 64 local coming up. I think like literally the 1st of November. Which, now that I say it, actually is kind of an issue because I was going to do like Carnovember stuff and I tried to stream on the 1st of November. I think last year I streamed the original Carnov on the 1st of November. Also that game is so hard. Like I think I couldn't get past like the 2nd level in Arcade Carnov. I went to the NES version because that's supposed to be a little easier. And I think I got to like level 5 in the NES version, and I got stuck on like the T-Rex boss. Which is kind of a crazy thing to say. The original Carnov game is just some complete nonsense, and it's pretty fun once you get the hang of it, but yeah. I feel like with that boss, you like need to have the ladder or something to hit it from the right spot. Or you need to like have the full upgrades to be able to fire upwards. But I was just having trouble like killing the boss before it kind of backed me into the wall. Now this is supposed to have level caps, and I think Hoppip evolves at like level 16, so I don't think we're evolving anything before the 1st gen. Is it 16 or 17? Oh, there we go. Zigzagoon gets headbutt finally. Man, which one of these do I need the least? Probably ground. Okay, a little surprised to see Nose Pass here. They probably changed up what Roxanne has, right? I feel like the easy layup is giving her the fossils, but I wonder if they've done something else. Oh, Pichu like crawls around. That's very funny. At least it looks like it. Yeah, that's really funny to me. Right, that requires cut. Do we have like the encounter in the cave here yet, or there's something up there? Neat. Usually you're later in the game. Oh, they have like the mist field effect. Is that... So is that terrain or is that something else? It'd be kind of wild if they implemented terrains in this, because that's from like... Was that from Sword and Shield, I think? Usually these kind of hacks stop around like Gen 5 or 6-ish for the changes. Like, it's 50-50 whether they even add fairy type. One's probably got fairy type in it though, right? Okay. I don't know what that does. Wishing well. Okay, I guess I need that for later. Oh, you probably have to come here after the gym, right? I guess that's pretty much everything I can do here for now, then. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything here. Can you use Dexnab in the caves? Oh, you can. Neat. Let's see if I can get out of here without running into anything. God damn it. Oh, I thought I battled you already. Because I managed to skip this guy. I've been streaming for like an hour and 10 minutes, not counting like the tree stream. So maybe I could get through the second gym in this stream. We're already almost at the first. So funny story, Lotad's one of like the handful of Pokemon my mom recognizes, because for whatever reason we used to have like a little printout from like the Pokemon website of Lotad on like this little water background. We used to just have that pinned up on the fridge for some reason. I feel like this gen's just full of neat guys, and, you know, people are very nostalgic for it now. I mean, what with, Spheal, it's probably one of the more popular ones. Oh shit, Abra. I still don't have any Pokeballs, do I? Is there any chance I can outspeed this thing? Oh, nice, okay. Alright, please give me one. Just like, let me have one turn where you don't wake up. Cool. Well, I have to take the shot. Nice, nice, nice. Well, that just made things a lot easier for the next gym. I wonder if this game has like the remote PC thing from, was that starting in Sword and Shield or X and Y? I guess it doesn't. Not a big deal though. It does feel like a good change in light of like the new gen EXP share though. Who can I, like, let go of for now? Yeah, I guess I'll put Sparrow away because it's no help in the gym, but might honestly swap out Hoppip for Abra in the long term. I could probably, you know, get the free levels on Caterpie too while I'm at it. So yeah, we're like an hour and some change in. We're, you know, already at the first gym. Is it up north? Yeah, there we go. I already fought you. Okay, that was pretty good damage. He does his kill? Nice. Honestly got insanely lucky back there with the Abra. I feel like I've never caught an Abra like in a casual playthrough in the vanilla games. You just gotta get so lucky. I could just go right for Roxanne, but I'm gonna make sure I battle everyone in here. Feels wrong to go into a gym and not battle everyone. That's different. Cool. Man. Now, this really takes me back to like when they were teasing like Diamond and Pearl and they were putting Lucario, Bonsly, Munchlax, and like Weavile into everything. Like they were in Mystery Dungeon, they were in couple of them appeared in Pokemon XD. There are probably other spin-offs I'm forgetting about. Lucario had a whole movie, obviously. Alright. I'm probably just gonna go with Hoppip first. Okay, yep, fossil spotted. This might actually be kind of annoying. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Well, I lived. I guess that's gotta count for something. How? Is Hoppip, like, slow? It's, like, relatively fast for my team. So I guess everything else, I guess it outspeeds everything else I've got. That's a little concerning, but you know. I have to hope this kills. Okay, Harden. Okay, well, next one kills. Oh, it's like that, huh? It's good to know that Bellsprout outspeeds Lily. I was expecting that to kill, honestly, so... this is probably a good play. They're gonna buff up the gym leaders, I might as well try and cheese it a little bit. Probably going to be able to take this hit, right? I totally forgot about the, like, later change they made where grass types are immune to sleep powder. That really sucked for me, but... see how much damage this does. If we get lucky, maybe. Ah, damn it. It hasn't hit itself once, oh no. This sucks for me. There's still a chance we get through this, but it's looking pretty bad. I mean, it is my fault for picking hard mode, right? But damn. Okay, that's pretty good for me. It like misses. Oh, dude. Giving this thing ingrain in like the first gym is so rude. Alright, well... Made it to see her last Pokemon, so that's gotta be worth something. What do we got? Okay, it's still Nose Pass. It is definitely gonna use Rock Tomb, so... Oh, well... Yeah, wasn't much we could have done here. Maybe... Yeah, we're pretty much doomed. I don't think Abra knows anything besides Teleport yet, of course. There's no way we, like... Yeah, there's no way this works out. Well, next time I know to bring berries, I guess. I should have seen the fossils coming, to be honest. It is kind of tough though, because we don't have any water types that would really help here. I don't know if you can catch anything that's water type yet. We haven't seen anything, right? I guess there's Lotad. Yeah, we can't... Hold on, no, we can reach those spots. Where... Is it in the grass, though, or is it just by, surfing? What else do we have here? This Meta-type wouldn't be bad. Fighting type's good. What else do I have on hand? Yeah, okay, so this is pretty much the best I've got right now. I guess if there's a level cap, it's 16, right? So I could evolve something. Need to see if we have any other water types. You probably can't get Wailmer yet, right? That's surf only. Yeah. Just saw Poliwag, there we go. Yeah, it's probably all like fishing and surfing for right now. I guess I haven't gone up this way yet. I don't think you get the old rod until Dewford, which means you gotta beat the gym first. What else is there around here anyway? Oh, that's neat. So they got like exclusively hidden Pokemon. I still don't have any Pokeballs. I need to fix that before I try catching anything. What do we got here? Okay, same things. None of that really helps me at the moment. Gotta be something else around here, right? I just noticed there's grass in the town. Wishing well. Oh, okay, so that's right here. This is neat. Does this give you, like, items, or... Oh! I love this little sun current sprite so much. That might be helpful, actually. Sorry, I'm screenshotting this. Alright. Oh, and they got another one right here. Okay. That's neat. Can you find Pokemon in here, or is it just... Okay, it's not just cosmetic. Cool. I like Halo. Not really super useful for the gym, though. This is DexNav list here. And that's a lot of Pokemon that we haven't seen. That's neat. Not what I expected. Is it gonna be all, like, baby Pokemon in here? Is that the gimmick? Alright, it probably doesn't know anything yet. Does why not evolve at 15 or 20? It actually might be kinda nice to have. Shout out to Wobbuffet for showing up all the time in the Pokemon anime with Team Rocket, and for being the training dummy in Pokemon Close Combat. When does this thing evolve? 15. So I could evolve it before the gym, actually. Do we have anything else? Anything else in this area? Oh yeah, it is just all baby Pokemon in this area, huh? I don't know. Probably see if there's anything else. Oh! That's really good for us, actually. I'm gonna catch Mankey. Oh, and it knows low kick. Yeah, that's super useful for us right now. But yeah, I guess expect Pokemon Emerald to be like, or Emerald Seaglass to be like a regular thing for at least, you know, a week or two. Or depends on how many times I get to stream. Because I'll be doing this again on Thursday. Let me see. What else do we have here? Oh, Poliwag is in the grass. Okay. That's actually really helpful. DexNav is has been super useful today. Really wish it was in other games. The only other problem is there's no like trainers left as far as I can tell. So if I actually want to grind these up, it's going to take a bit. But you know, I guess I got the time for it. Right, well... I guess I can try and catch Meditite and then, you know, train everyone up. Actually, if I have Mankey, I don't really need to do all that. I could probably swap out Hoppip here too. What level is everything from the... Oh, it's level 1 from the Wishing Well. They've got, like, normal moves. Alright. Oh. Just heard my phone. Give me a sec. Alright, nothing. Cool. Yes. Probably better to train up here anyway. Oh god, that was a lot of damage. Oh, they tell you if it's got like a hidden move. That's cool. I feel like I could spend hours messing around with the Dex nav alone. Just to like see what it gives you. I might have to worry about that if this third one doesn't kill. Ah, you fell for it. Oh, do I not have Water Absorb? I'm pretty sure Poliwag had Water Absorb. I guess I gave it something. That's alright. I really think Water Absorb would have been a nicer ability to have, but, you know, not the end of the world. Probably turn off the battle animations for now. I don't know, I accidentally hit that. Yeah, this is pretty much, that's the biggest thing you'll notice with Seaglass. It made some other changes, it's got a lot of modern stuff in it, but the main thing is the Game Boy, you know, the Game Boy aesthetic. I really love how the maps look, especially in this. It does have like Dex Nav, modern EXP share. And it mostly sticks to like adding Pokemon that are at least related to like the Gen 3 Pokemon, so you've got all the evolutions, but you don't have all like the Gen 5 and 6 Pokemon or whatever. What else do they have around here? I'm pretty much just grinding a little bit because honestly the first gym was kind of tough. Which, I mean, it's my fault. I did select hard mode, but giving Roxanne the fossils and nose pass was a lot. And the only grass types I had on hand, which they're in the box right now, I had Hoppip and Bellsprout. So they weren't surviving anything. Let's see what else. I'm gonna say there's probably not much in the cave because I only saw Whismur and Metatite for now. I guess it's worth seeing in case there's anything else, because they actually let you use Dex Nav in the cave. But yeah, there's nothing in here until you actually beat the gym leader, so... And I do really love the sprites they gave for all the Gen 3 and 4 Pokemon that show up in this one. Hi. Yeah, this really isn't Cyberbots. Every time someone says that, I have to check if I remembered to update the category, and I did. It's just that the only thing I've been streaming for however however many months in a row has just been Cyberbots. I'm probably gonna do other games. Last year I did some, like, looking at indie fighting games for October, and people seem to have fun with that. Just, man, I have a lot of free time, but I also have a lot of stuff I want to work on. But yeah, this has been a delightful experience so far. It's definitely worth checking out the hack if you haven't yet. I think this version has been out for about a year now, but I think someone reminding me, and I put it in a little notification, but I think someone reminding me that Pokemon Emerald is now old enough to drink reminded me about this. I think if I can get everyone up to like level 15, it'll probably be fine. Oh, hell yeah. That seems easy enough. Yeah. I feel like the variety so far is good. I guess it depends how you look at it. It might be a little high, but I guess for how many Pokemon they've got in total, because you've got like 400-ish in the whole dex, I think it's pretty good. I feel like aside from like having all the different baby Pokemon in the patch of grass. Oh yeah, no, I know it's 386, but they did add like a few. You can see here in the dex they've added like a bunch of the like evolutions and stuff. We ran into Bonsly earlier. There we go. Where the hell? Yeah, there we go. I don't know why the little cursor doesn't like line up. I guess it's supposed to be in the middle, but yeah, we got Bonsly in here. So they did add a few of the like cross-gen stuff. But yeah, there's always like a few new Pokemon in each route compared to normal. But I don't think it's been anything crazy so far. I might actually got a text. I might end up cutting the stream a little early because I gotta go out, probably around 5:30-ish. So in about, 35 minutes-ish. But another really cool thing about this hack, though, if you've just got into the stream, you probably haven't seen it yet. They implemented DexNav into this one, so you can just search for a specific Pokemon. You can, like, I guess, chain them and whatnot. And it effectively shows you, like, how many Pokemon are on the route and, like, where you can find them, which was actually pretty useful. Because I was thinking, like, can I catch a water type yet? And I thought they were all surfing based or maybe like fishing based. But I checked DexNav back on route like 104, and it showed me that you could find Poliwag in the grass, so that was helpful. Yeah, the new sprites are like super faithful to like the Gen 2 style. I feel like there's a bit of a mashup going on where it's like the overworld sprites look a little different, and like the battle areas are really detailed, but it all looks pretty nice. I mean, same combos. I love like Sapphire. That's probably one of the first games I remember playing. But I'm loving this so far. So let's see. Yeah, if I like step into the grass, it'll tell you like you can find all these guys in the grass. I do actually let you use it in the caves, which is really nice. And inside, like anywhere inside, which wasn't the case in the original. I should probably catch Weedle for completion's sake. Ah, that sucks. I'm just gonna mash through this and see if it goes through. Is there like anything else that I like haven't caught or found? I guess it's the same on both sides of this route. Yeah, they really touched up the sprites for a lot of the Gen 1 Pokemon in Fire Red and Leaf Green, but a bunch of Gen 2 was just kind of left as is. It is kind of funny thinking back on like how many games you would need to complete the Pokédex in Gen 3. I'm pretty sure even if you had like both, like I had both Sapphire and Fire Red, and I'm pretty sure you still need like Colosseum or XD just to complete them. I'm 100% sure someone made a video breaking down just how many games you need. I forget it was if you needed Emerald too, if there were any like Emerald exclusives. But yeah, I guess at this point, I don't think you have rematches, right? So I think the best thing is just up in the cave. Right, yeah, the events would make that kind of messy. So you'd pretty much need Colosseum and XD to get Ho and Lugia, and At that point, like, do those games cover all like the Gen 2 Pokemon that would have been in Emerald? Or there's still a few that you need Emerald for? Because I never actually owned Emerald growing up. I only had Sapphire, Fire Red, and the GameCube games, which is a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'm pretty sure everything from Colosseum you can find between Fire Red and, like, XD or Sapphire. Alright, you'd need a... What was it? You'd have to run through Fire Red and Leaf Green if you don't have Colosseum, because that's the only way you can get the legendary dogs. You only get them post-game, you only get one based on which starter you pick. So that's a whole mess. It said this thing had Curse, so I should probably pick it up. Curse is really nice. I don't know if this hack implements EXP on Catcher. I don't think it does. Yeah, I only knew the Platinum Battle Frontier. Nice Poliwag learning Bubble after Water Gun. They buff Bubble in this? 30. Lowers the forward speed, so is that like a 100% chance, or... Maybe they changed that about it, because otherwise it just kind of seems worse. Oh, that's neat. I actually don't know if, yeah, if you can get Umbreon or Espeon. I'm pretty sure you can. There's no, like, events, there's no day-night cycle, but you can get Umbreon and Espeon. Only in, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, though. I don't think you can evolve them in, Fire Red, Leaf Green, because that doesn't have clock support. Hit up by accident there. We're getting somewhere. I really do want to try the gym one more time before I cut the stream. So we'll get to trying that soon. Yeah, I have never seen the bonus discs in my life. I know they exist. That's about it. Oh, Mankey's still paralyzed. That's annoying. I feel like there's a lot of reasons to like both Colosseum and XD. I think Colosseum is a lot cooler for like starting you kind of in the middle, where you've got like level 25 Umbreon and Espeon, and you're kind of fighting stuff that's around that level. But the fact that you can't save anywhere, it really sucks. I think that's one of the biggest things that XD fixed. Also, wow. That's probably gonna kill it in one hit, right? What else do I have that's like not going to kill that instantly? Yeah, that probably works. Yeah, that's kind of true, Tommy. I guess their idea was you're gonna use a legendary dog, so we can make stuff overpowered because you're gonna have legendaries on your side. But if you commit to like getting for Alligator or Ampharos or stuff early game, it's not too bad. But yeah, some of the available Pokemon are kind of weak and you don't have too many of them to choose from. Oh, this thing is hard to catch, huh? Do I have any status on hand? I guess there's Hypnosis. Oh yeah, Synthetical. Is it Sparkle? I really like watching their streams too. Any Pokemon run seems like pretty harsh, but they're really fun to watch when they pull it off. What was I doing here? I was going to the cave to grind a little bit more. I think when we hit like 510, I'll probably give it one last shot at the gym and then you know, close the stream for today. Oh, damn. I don't know if I want to upload this to YouTube or not, because, I mean, look, I'm not concerned about my brand or anything. I just think it's going to be funny seeing, like, a Pokemon upload and, like, the Sea of Fighting game stuff. And I also don't think people are going to, like, be as interested in watching the VOD of this, but I'll probably upload it anyway, just out of habit. I remember watching a run for like Pokemon XD, but it was all battle CDs. That one seems really interesting. Oh, yo, I love Swinub. This might not be good for the gym, but I want to catch it, so... Oh, so the game time's off by a few minutes, which, you know, that happens when you're setting a clock, like, manually. It's still really funny that they chose to do that. But yeah, it's currently 5:06 for me, so at 5:10 I'm gonna try and take on the gym and see how that goes. I guess by this point I've got like 6 in my party, maybe like 8 or so in my box, so almost 15 different Pokemon at this point. And that's out of the stuff I wanted to catch. Like if I look at my decks, I've got, yeah, seen 48. So I guess it depends if you think that's like too much variety by the first gym or not. I don't know what I'm doing here. Dex Nav. Well, Swinub. Oh, Fur Coat. That seems like crazy for... Okay, I don't know where this is. Is this up here? It's not like showing me anything for where it's located. Yeah, unless they change like the Swinub line stats, Fur Coat is an insane buff. I guess it makes it weaker to fire, but like, who cares? I know it's like popular fandom discourse that like ice types are underpowered, but Mamoswine is good, no doubt about it. And I mean, obviously that's mostly because it's a ground type, but you know, ROM hacks like to do that sometimes. This thing is faster than me somehow. I'm gonna die. Jesus. Well, I feel stupid. Alright. Oh, now there's confusion. Okay. Alright. We probably get into like one more battle and then I'll go take on the gym and either die horribly or win. This thing might kill me, but I'll just kill it first. Well. But yeah, I know people like complain about the EXP share thing, but it's just like a different, you know, philosophy, I guess. They want you to just catch Pokemon and switch them out, you know, whenever you feel like it, and that's fine. You know, it works for just the sheer number of guys you can catch, right? In X and Y, it was like, what, 450 for the whole dex? Does this have physical special split? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it shows you little icons right there in the corner. Yeah, it does. I feel like the split was a pretty unanimous good, even though it was really funny seeing things run like mixed movesets back in the day. I feel like if I wasn't so invested in fighting games, I'd probably get back into like competitive Pokemon, but everything is so strong now, you just kind of die. Right, let me see what I can scrounge up here. Pretty sure Why Not doesn't like know any moves yet. Yeah, that's probably not gonna help. Actually see what like stats this thing has. 24 speed, that's like... That's pretty good. Remember the big thing was Anorith was just outspeeding us. Oh dude, Poliwag has so much speed. Okay, that's nice. Do I need anything else? Yankee 24. That's probably gonna be good. Yeah, that's probably more relevant to us than Torchic right now. Alright, well this is the best I can do for now. No idea how I'm getting through Nose Pass with this team, but we'll see what happens. But you know what? Everyone gets berries. Might as well use them, right? It's this or I spend more time grinding, and I really don't want to spend more time grinding on stream. Alright. And who do I want to lead off with? Probably Poliwag, right? But yeah, I love how they have the following sprites, but they're still like Gen 2 style. Alright, might as well save here. So, win or lose, I'm probably going to cut the stream after this. It was, you know, fun chatting with folks. We got to play for about 2 hours and some change. But yeah, I got to go around 6, so I got to make sure I'm ready. It was nice to stream something that's not like fighting games against people for a change. Alright, so please outspeed this time. Okay. Oh, this thing is going to kill me. You know what? Bubble's probably gonna really help here. Why does it know Bubble? Man. Yeah, either the AI is beating the hell out of me, or they got really lucky. But yeah, Poliwag... This Poliwag doesn't have Water Absorb, unfortunately. Alright, that was easy though. This thing took out like at least 2 of my teammates last time. This is my friend Orange. If people are tuning in right as I'm about to end the stream, but at least I'm at the gym. This is a pretty good spot to wrap it up. I think one really funny thing they implemented in this hack was like the opponent Pokemon, both your Pokemon like pop off whenever they get a kill. I actually don't know how heavy this thing is. I think low kick's good. That didn't do too much damage, so maybe not. Okay, that looks about the same. Do I live this? Oh, well, that's really good for me, actually. Hold on. This is gonna be so funny if I just kill this nose pass in one hit. Anger Point is like the funniest ability they implemented. It's just like, you know what, we know critical hits suck. You win if they critical hit you. I don't know, he's putting up a fight. Alright, free. There we go. You know, 2.5 hours-ish well streamed. Next gym is probably gonna be a clean sweep, because I caught an Abra, and that's about all you need to know. But very nice hack. You know, nice little enhancement hack. Got a very cool art style because it's mimicking Gen 2, obviously. So if we're looking for like a pretty normal classic Pokemon ROM hack experience, Emerald Seaglass is worth checking out for sure. Yeah, I feel like Zam would be playing this. I think he was playing Pokemon Coral at some point, which is a Gen 2 hack, but he might have played this too. Alright. I'm definitely gonna save and wrap this up. Let me just check if Rock Tomb got buffed. So I know, was it Gen 5 or 6 where they like made it a little more accurate? 95, yeah, I'll take that. Are TMs reusable in this? That's what I need to find out. I want to hold on to low kick, but it's not doing a lot for me right now, but it might later. Okay, moment of truth. TMs are not reusable in this hack. Okay. That's not too bad though. I'll hold that. So yeah, Pokemon Emerald Seaglass, pretty cool hack. I am going to, look for someone to raid, but thank you all for tuning in. That was a lot of fun. I will probably see some of you at Frosty Faustings and, on future streams.